Hello everybody, my name is Mr.Sasek and welcome to my vlog. Today's vlog we're going to be talking about a pretty heavy concept of love. Before we begin, I'm going to tell you up straight. You will never find love. I'm not saying that love doesn't exist. I'm not saying that there's a lot of love in the world, or that there's not a lot of love in the world. I'm saying that you will never be able to find it. Why? Because love is not something you find. By looking for it, you're going to trick yourself and eventually hurt yourself. Love is one of those things that finds you at the most unexpected of times. Now, you may be asking, what do you know about love? You tie people up and do dirty things to them. That's not love. Well, you're not entirely right. That's not entirely true. I also do cruel things when I tie people up. Like my friends. I tie them up and make them watch my vlogs because I'm desperate for views. Nah. But seriously. What I'm trying to say here is love is a paradox. It's deceitful not by its own nature, but because of our nature. What I mean by that is it's something that is so small that you look over it every day. But at the same time, it's so big and so important to us that we couldn't imagine our life without it. Plenty of wise people have said before, you never know what you have until it's gone. And that's how love really is. Because when you're looking for love, you're looking for whatever you think love might be. And like I said, it's so small you look over it. So odds are you already do love something. You just don't know it yet because it's so constant in your life. It's something that you feel will always be there no matter what, that you don't think about it as this big important concept of love. It's just something that's so important to you that it's not, if that makes sense. It probably doesn't, but it's something that when you come close to losing it, you realize how important it is to you. It's something that's been there the whole time, but because you've always had it and always seen it as such, you just kind of looked over it. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Nobody is born knowing what love is to them, because everybody sees love differently. But because it's so constant to us, when we say we're looking for love, or we try looking for love, we're looking for something that we already have, something that's already there, something that's natural to us, and therefore we're not seeking it. We're seeking a distorted perception of what we think love should be. And that's just, it's a mistake that we all probably have made. I'm sure everybody's made a mistake. They call it young love. Everybody's had their heart broken. I think so. But the older you get, the more experiences you get, and the more you come to appreciate everything that actually goes on in your life, and you stop taking things for granted. Another important concept about love is, a lot of people have said that you can't love anyone else until you learn to love yourself. And I believe in that heavily. I actually expand upon that to say, nobody else can love you until you love yourself. I'm not saying that you won't try. You'll run yourself into the dust, into dirt, anything, just trying to learn to love, or trying to love somebody else. And you may think that you love somebody. You may think that they love you. But if you can't learn to love yourself, how are you supposed to define love? If you can't see at the very center of your existence that you're happy to exist, that you love yourself, how are you supposed to accept that other people love you when you don't love yourself? It's impossible. But it's something that you need to learn. Or we all need to learn to do. Just to grow as humans. Just to progress. Because living in a world where you don't love yourself, it kind of dulls everything out. Because when you don't learn to love yourself, you can't learn to love other things. And that goes back onto me saying the most natural way to answer a question is to think about yourself. Ask who you are and then answer the question by who you are and what the question is to you as a person. And when you learn to love yourself, that comes so much more naturally, and it's so much easier to experience life and think deeply about it, and not just think long and hard, but deeply by relating it to yourself and understanding yourself as a person, as a human being. And that's how you have to, that's part of what love is to me. You have to love yourself and understand yourself so that you can understand others and spread the message. You can spread love by loving yourself and showing other people the way to love themselves. And that way it will change the world, I guess. Or in my opinion, it would change the world. Because once people start loving themselves, they can easily put it or spread love to others because they enjoy themselves. And a way to see it is it's kind of like a jigsaw puzzle. You have all these pieces of love, different types of love and things that are important to you, things that make your life the way it is. But another part of it, a piece of this jigsaw puzzle, is you, because it's your jigsaw puzzle. So if you can't love yourself, that's a missing piece. And a jigsaw puzzle with a missing piece isn't complete. And that's how your life will be. Until you can learn to fit this one piece, you won't be able to fit so many other pieces. It's like a chain reaction. But once you learn to fit this piece, or your piece, into your jigsaw puzzle, your whole life will slowly, well, not even slowly, it'll exponentially become better. Because you've learned to love yourself. You've learned to get through life that much easier. And therefore you can do everything so much easier. Because you're not questioning yourself. You're not questioning others. You're just at peace and at a balance with the world. And that's just a wonderful place to be. And there are so many ways to get there. And there's not one right way to do it, not one or a wrong way to do it. Everybody's different. You just have to find the path to yourself. And that could take your whole life, You're always learning more about yourself. You just have to be open to it. And then once you discover these things and you share it with others, you can help others do it too. That's about it for today. Everybody deserves to be loved. Everybody deserves to be loved, and everybody deserves to love. Because that's a very wholesome way, to me, that's a very wholesome way to live, is to spread it. Because it teaches you more about yourself, and it just teaches you more about the whole world, because it makes living easier. And that's really all I have to say about it, you guys. I guess before I go, I just have to tell you how much I appreciate you guys. It's always nice that you guys listen to me, that you guys support me. It means the world to me. And I hope I can do the same for you. So, like I've said before, my social media is always open. Have questions, comments, anything. I have Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And if there's any more social media you guys might want me to get, just let me know, and I'll hop right on it. Most importantly, I love you guys, and you just mean the world to me. Thank you. I'll see you guys later. Mr.Sasek out.